and Training Gospel, your host, Lwazi Dlamini. You know, in this show we bring you vital topics that will really enhance you and understand how to deal with certain issues that are affecting the church. We're using the Bible and how it is relevant in dealing with those issues. But before I introduce my speaker, a very vibrant young man, don't forget to engage with us on all our social media platforms. I'm having a young man today by the name Goodman PHATHISIZWE MAMBA, a very known to be an influencer all around the district of Msogwaba. We want just him to tell us a little bit more about himself. Welcome, my brother. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. Ngiyabonga kakhulu our host Lwazi Dlamini. Ngiyabonga
you know, this is a show where we expound much about issues that are affecting the church today, ranging from issues of young people even to the elder, or any issue that we see it is affecting the progress of the church in that sense. Today, but before we engage in the issue that we have for you, we want you to tell us about Goodman.
I go by the name of PHATHISIZWE Goodman Mamba. Ngakhona la Pinar ngidalwa khona ngikhula khona la. I'm just a young guy who likes to be inspired. I was personally inspired. So I'm someone lo thanda kakhulu engage kuma topics that influence others, but in a positive manner. So patient name it has to go with anything that you talk when you need to use your mouth and your voice on someone so that that's me. I'm a very good great motivational speaker again, and then I'm just someone who's kind, who sees life in a different way than other people. Understand that to us as youngsters, and then I'm someone who finds out my mistakes. Again, I'm not perfect, and then I'm born from a family, a very close family. Let's humble as young guys, right in such a way that for you to understand between a friend and a family. That's me, that's my family background. And then going a primary as other kids now even today secondary.
I can see the background that you're coming, Jobe Usho or my brother, with your background is very interesting indeed. The fact that also you are from a gas, we know there's a lot of factors that contribute to, because environment really does change us the way we think. I want to know, because the environment that you grow is not a conducive environment, as we speak, we know that. But what makes you to stand out and able to separate yourself and be inspirational? Because as you are, I'm seeing that you are an inspirational figure. But how do you able to change being that standout person in such an environment?
I think, when you grow, even though some stages reach on us, but in different manners, but as you grow, there comes a stage in life where you need to make a decision for yourself. In fact, to ask yourself, maybe what do you want in life? And then as you grow again, because of the environment, there's a saying, the strength of a crocodile is in its river. Meaning that crocodile is strength, but tolagala pagat emandin if out of your young visitors.
Meaning you find strength in your environment. It's the environment that actually shapes your thinking, shapes your aspirations. That's what you say. But we want to know your academics, because you have an academic background, but we want to know, where did you start? Primary, high school, to tertiary level?
My academics. Sometimes in life, if you are lucky to have a parent who will support you in anything that you do. I had a mother. Most of the time, I've got both of my parents by then, but my mother was someone supportive in such a way that the best out of me. And long when they got in an early age from the primary environment, then excellent. So each and every time I'm support my homeworks and stuff like that from the primary and secondary and ngathi ngofika e-tertiary but la primary kahle kahle ngila yaqala khona kahle kahle lento to the fact ukuthi kunezinto letentakalayo e-primary lethi ngakuthola ungana support le necessary noma le best ungagcina sohamba ulahleka futhi uyamthola so with that support from my parents mina as myself ngakhula then ngiyakhumbula ngena ka grade 1 up until grade 7 ngase ngafeyila not even one fail ukuthi maybe ngifail thembani uyangithola so from that ngabona ukuthi okay ukuthi I'm capable of being someone lo better ngithola then mangifika ku secondary level iyaqala manje igraph iyakhula because lapho sesithola some of our peers abacabanga in different ways sibanjwa stage uyakwathi lokho ke kujola and something like that but our shift focus so ngakutshela even the viewers out there ukuthi surround yourself with competent people or people with the same mission as you. I think that's one of the things that made me the person who am I today. By the friends that surround nabo, my family again and my brothers and maybe school so kunetinto letende ukuthi labanye abantu bangafika certain levels due to the people abasurround nabo.
When you talk about surrounding yourself with competent people, I mean people who have the same caliber as we.
Yes.
But it's so difficult to find those people in such an environment. It's not even easy to be able. I mean, say in hundreds of people, maybe you cannot find maybe a person who think to a level of to your capacity. But then this is what you are mentioning in saying your mother.
Yeah.
Was your father absent in your upbringing, or did he play a role, or he didn't at all? It was just only
my father, you know, as a young guy, most of the times ngabelisa ngabobabi that's why ngithi likhaya lingana babe lihlukile likhaya lingana makhe I think ukuthi the influence was coming from my father but with someone lokhona because abatala abafani kunemntana lokhona ukukhuluma kahle kunemntana lokhona kubamba umntwana but not ukuthi bonke ba wrong my father udlalile in role kakhulu empilweni yami such a way that bekumuntu ukuthi when it comes to support maybe the necessary when it comes ukuthi ngicela lokho ngicela ngendlela lokho even if they come out the back with my mother but I knew ukuthi come kupapa because somehow baby don't ngitshela ukuthi go to your father and do this yangithola but ngikhule ngingabi ngibabele bengimsaba yangithola bekungibabele bengikhona kuhlala naye bekungiloba bengikhona ukuthi into sikhona ukuthi singena i-social engage but my mother was there maybe ngabe as a catalyst or someone bekakhona ku draw the attention as you know ukuthi some fathers batoyenda baphila but bayenda mistakes not to say mama bomakabe but make kahle kahle ngolo lokutela so understand ngcono kuwe than.
So you say both played an important role.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. As when you say both of them, they played a role. You have siblings.
Yeah.
And all these people.
Yeah.
I want to know. Do you have elder brothers or sisters?
Yes.
Did they play also a role in your upbringing, in you becoming the good man?
I do have big brothers, but. Babemkhulu ngabe kusaka kanjani badlale kakhulu but because kunema support kahle kahle leswadingako from the elder people laba tokhona ukuthi basibone nithi lesingakhona ukutshela maybe our parents straight but singathi tshela bona batokhona ukuthi basibonise somehow badlalile kakhulu inzima those people badlalile bangisupporta etwindweni letiningi laba tata because batali bayitela thini but nalaba bangafiki khona yamthola as much as we grow nithi lesikhona ukuthi batali singabatshela tona nithi lesingakhona ukubatshela tona so bayidlalile kakhulu inzima kakhulu bobhudu wami nabo sesiwami lethi ngibona ngabo because inzima is not of the time la yenda ku but lokunyela kwendako ubone ngaye aba positive or aphumelela in such that way so you from lapho so uyabona ukuthi okay if nami ngenda so ngilokhona ukuthi ngilo ngiphambili ngiyangizisa that's what happened.
We thank you very much. Ukusichazela just a little bit about your background, but unfortunately we have just to take a short ad break, then we'll be right back. Viewers at home, you heard the young man, a vibrant young man, good man, PHATHISIZWE Mamba. He was just explaining a little bit about himself, but let us just go for a quick ad break. We'll be right back and stay tuned. Welcome back from the short ad break. Still your host, Lwazi Dlamini. Before the ad break, our brother Goodman was still explaining a little bit about himself. But in this segment, we wanna discuss what are the pressures that you face at university as a young person. My brother, we are back.
Yes.
In this segment, we just wanna know what are the pressures. Because there are a lot of people, young people out there who soon have lost it or who still are about to go to university at tertiary level. And we want to know what are the pressures that you face as a young person in university?
You know, if I may categorize it, I might say to you that as a living person, unama categories empilweni lawa philako in social life and spiritual life and whom you associate yourself with and in academics and all and so forth in such a way that whenever ungena university, first of all, you know ukuthi ama universities, most of them before uyakhona yofunza for the first day, you must also first get the acceptance letter lekutshela ukuthi reporter to this building at this time so kahle kahle funa ube ngumuntu ukuthi as you must be your own person noma you must be someone lokho to challenge wena in such a way that uphuma ku comfort zone where you are able to do things on your own ngenito ngebungani yangithola most of the time, or even maybe ngusiphatali bakho ufuna yonke into bakusupport kuyo kunala kufuna uphume khona umuntu uwedwana. So for me as my own person ngingedwane ngayithola acceptance letter, but ngikhumbula the first day ngiyakhona I didn't even know the exact location yangithola so nalenzawo lenya kuyo angiyathi ngengqondo ukuthi injani straight ngaya khona mangifika lapha na to go mangifika lapha to my surprise ngithola line letter yabo ngifika ngiyafola the acceptance letter ngiyimikisa ngenda everything ngiya register and then kubuya kwami then mase ngibuya I had to think again ukuthi sengithola timetable now I need to attend the actual university. Then the pressure started there put.
So meaning to say the pressure just starts when you are just being accepted at university.
Yes.
We have seen I mean we live in different environments. Mauso University there's diversity there, different cultures, different religions, but there's this thing le corner university, like it seems like young mun magangena, we know what lomunyo certain young people bangena so into much in the things of God. Ututuyambuga maybe during the first semester uchinchi lumuntu songlenyini, and then lomunye bekanlo lomunye he wasn't even taking drugs or alcohol, but during the course of the first semester the person has changed, he's taking drugs. What leads to that? What leads to that?
I think most of the time for us black people, most of the time if freedom let's say tola so as ngisho ngithi mawumuntu ufuna utashi yes.
You meaning because you mentioned something, is it because it is a black mentality than an overall mentality?
No, that's why ngithi most of the time to us blacks ngale way sikhuliswa ngayo ifreedom lesithola. Remember ukuthi mawuphuma secondary uphuma maybe ukuthi ulala endlini every day mawuyisikole ulala endlini but bakho ba strict, but mawuso university the fact ukuthi nyalo ukuthi lakutshela ukuthi sekulate boy so wedwane let's take ufunza e Free State uhlala Mpumalanga so uma ulapho uphila uyi1 le freedom iba khona kakhulu. That's the first impact kakhulu because uyasuka la ndlini lana umntwana uzusuke neBible, but mawufika le if ungasimuntu lo goal driven to lo understand ukuthi I'm here for these 3 years then ngiyahamba, I'm not here to change myself utoba nenkinga vele put.
Meaning to say that what initiates this change a university, that what initiates this pressure, it is the access to freedom.
Yes.
The access to freedom. Do you believe that most people, yes, the access of freedom, but you can have freedom, but if you don't have things at your disposal that will make you use that freedom, don't you believe don't you believe, because most people will say it's not only just freedom, it is the friends that we start to choose.
Yes.
Do you believe that friends at university that we start to choose, they make us feel like misfits, then we decide to live what they want us to do?
You know, in our lives, each and every living human being in our lives, each and every living person, unemga.
Yeah.
So most of the things that we do, noma impilo yethu kahle is aligned by our friends. Ubona most of the time, lo tenda because this is how you need common people kahle nemngani wakho nicabanga kufana or nithanda into letifana. So uma ufika evarsity kunemngani lonayo maybe on your home, but mafika evarsity ngeke uzophile uwedwane forever. And how you meet those friends nakhona lapho is another pressure ohlangabetana nayo, but for you yabona ilikuni because umuntu uyambona, so it's simple. Most of us it's simple to judge someone ngokumbona ungakamathi internal ukuthi umuntu lo njani. So uyajija bangani kakhulu evarsity, but people should not be surprised. Uyabona emngani first year uhamba uyambona ukuthi lo ngathi ngathi thanzi, then uyaphuma kuwe. If utobona ngathi lo muntu uyapressurize umvela ukuthi adlale kakhulu impilo yakho kakhulu utani wena ukuthi upressurize yena utolahleka endleleni because utothola ukuthi lo muntu yoke maybe mntana minister for example evarsity, you remember style abantu abahlukile mntana minister lo yana ukhaya ukuphila kahle So when empilweni khayi nisahlupheka, so imagine the difference leyo. So university kahle kahle I good I bad, but it depends on the individual yena self ukuthi we understand ukuthi why as university bantu abaningi bangathola bangani bagcina sebaphuma kakhulu ku academics at the end of the day bakusebenzisa into letibheke eceleni because of those people at the university babangani most of them they are willing to provide for you. Imagine if ungana experience ukuthi mngani bekakhona ukupha imali then labasona mngani khona ukuphana noma kanjani uyobona ngathi uyakuthanza but don't-change somehow if ungakhona ukuvula amehlo uyangithola. So bangani kakhulu most of the time laphana phela sihlala nebantu abahlukile mavenda matsonga yabona yonke lento mayelobhoni everything is there. Yeah.
So what I'm getting khuluma ukuthi what I noticed in what you were saying in essence is that sometimes the environment less pumagiyo. And we know what's we are less privileged in certain things that we want in life. And then when you just get into university, especially the first year, you feel like as I said, there's diversity there. People who are privileged to a lot of things. No certain is the don't you think that also plays a role? You are the less privileges that you have plays a role more figure because you want to fit in Ubamba standard and because when Ubamba standard and to get those things you have to set and
I've been there, I've been there, and for my own self. Is that anything that happens to you, which is why as much as you identify a full glass of water, we are half empty or half full. Is how you differentiate that glass. So if you do on a positive way, when anything wrong. But if you go on a negative way, or for example, and then in well, you need to accept the situation because I don't have this. So don't try to fit in because as soon as you fit in, if you remember, if focus is just maybe for those 3 years or 4 years, low la pa for you. So you know that thing role for but
can you hold that to when you hold that to my brother? We just want to go for a short ad break. You can see it is very hot in the studio. Good man, good to a and nyambona ukuthi usafuna ngene ejuleni ukuthi lenye tinto but ke sisafuna kusatha careful. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Trending Gospel. Your host Lwazi Dlamini. Before we go further, don't forget to engage with us to all our social media platforms. Before the short break, we were still discussing Brother Goodman about the pressures that we face at university. But in this segment, we just want to know what can be done to be able for students to overcome such pressures, because really this is really a serious problem. Brother Goodman,
yes.
You talked about the pressures that come at university, and you actually outlined it very perfectly, I must say. But now, viewers out there at home and parents out there at home want to know how can we deal with this issue, because it is really a threat in the academics of young people, especially certain young people who come from less privileged environments and then they end up doing the wrong things.
You know, when you know that as a person, anything that you do, any decision that you take impacts other people around you. So as a youngster, remember that immediately apply in the varsity. Who apply for a certain purpose, which maybe you need a better life. So the moment you understand that you are coming from a less privileged family, with or without support, because most of the time we support full as much as they can support us, but if you support, that's a bonus for you. But the only way you would see overcome that thing is do not shift your mind. That's why last time we trended this focus girls, focus boys, you know, on social media, to say don't shift the focus. Tell yourself, university, I'm doing the diploma, for example, for 3 years. So I'm just here for these 3 years. rather fail because maybe usasenyuwane in certain things because lapha kule usafuna utifunze the way baconducta ngayo maybe test or exam ayifana nase high school yavusisa how you attend class akekho la kunanzelelayo ukuthi uattend class tasikhathini if ungasimuntu lo discipline lo ngasifocus angeke uze attend because utothola ukuthi ufuna attend ekseni unga attend ekseni uvela lapha kuvuka ukuthi akude la ngitshela ukuthi waye nga attend then uba nenkinga from lapho academically
meaning to say in essence what you're saying is discipline.
Yes.
Discipline. The discipline that you've been taught from the family, or the discipline that you've been taught by the people who are who reserve as guidelines to your life. I mean to say, if then discipline, but then some people can be disciplined.
Yeah. And
they are very disciplined in nature and very, but some of them, as we say, they are less privileged.
Yeah.
Some of them kula vele kude lokho nalokho. Sometimes tosola le mali ke school. Yet yena in nature discipline.
Yes.
What can be done to deal with that?
You know, we are living in a very modern society. This is South Africa, and the young man is more pila umuntu awuphilile bantu laba awuphili wedwana. So, for example, if ever you find yourself ukuthi uyafunza but you can't access maybe imali yebus full time or for that because maybe you funza for weeks. You know, in Kazakh university is that I find the timetable esikoleni ukuthi ungena ngesikhathi so i-timetable iyahluka yangithola. So if ufunza ufuna kokuqala uthi ukuthi ufunza from home to varsity or ufunza from rest to varsity. Say that's why ngithi mina simple. If ule privilege but ufunza from rest to varsity bakuprovide labatali bakho ngalokunye lokho kufuna ukuthathe as a good benefit for your own self ukuthi at least ibus esikolo ikhona into ngithatha la ngizela. I just need to study hard. Uyangithola. I just need to study hard and find your own way of studying university ukuthi injani. The fact that ufike lapha wathola nema seniors, wathola nema labafeyila, don't think ukuthi onke kwendeke kuwo. Maybe try to make friends with people abazokhona ukutshela ukuthi here if you do this you will fail because university board kunama freshers board kunama bash kunayo yonke lento so uyaqhamuka wona lapha uyafika environment awati lutho sengathi waye bakutshela ukuthi kuneli bash liba khona but sase uyabhala. So if umuntu uthatha phansi uyebashini sase uyabhala uyafail.
When you mention university offers a lot of things, offers a lot of things from going straight from high school, the paradigm just shifts. And then you mentioned something powerful. There's a lot that happens in university, as you were saying. The parties that are there, they, from day 1 to day 360. You know, but then, don't you believe because of that? Because some parents out there was once a research, I think, like 5 years ago, I think it's one that university shouldn't allow such things to be there at university because these are the things that makes these people, young people, to lose their focus.
Making a follow-up question. Are you asking basically on the parties that are there?
The parties that are there. Because I believe they're a factor contributing in putting pressure.
You see that's a fact. The parties that like SASCO, for example, EFF Student Command, and so on, Amadazo, and so. But you know, they don't force you to do certain things. I mean, I've been there, young told. But they don't force you because from the people's it's not about what parents are saying buy more or buy from because those people now for a certain benefit or for for example my first years if you figure out first year you go maybe to my office as student command but okay because you have this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do for you to figure out but on a disadvantage way maybe ungena kuyo deep ugcina ushift focus on academics.
Let me just hold you there. When you say they don't force you, but let's be honest. As much as they don't force you, the fact that these things are happening, the fact that these things are there, and the fact that you know when those things are there, it might be that because those things are there, and then if I don't go, you know the pressure that comes with friends. We bad. You are misfit, and then you feel lost. You don't feel like you don't belong.
You know, my brother, to take you back to Imbombela campus, it's not a big varsity as anyone, but a varsity la Palmas figure in SCO student. Christian organizations like Evandra Mescolo, maybe Labakonza, Sonda, those are religious. Now SASCO under ANC and so forth. But uma umuntu wena njengoba ngitshela ngithi ma groups maningi like akhona ama gays ngiyabekisa akhona ama lesbians kunayo yonke lento if umuntu wena utata ukuthi ufunani lapha udirector yendani you don't always take what people are saying about you to your heart. You know, that's why you book on a positive way or in a negative way. If man bakhuluma ukuthi wena tata kuthi okay la mina ngithe 3 years le ngitofunza and then acceptance letter yakhe abazange ba mention anything le ngathi itoba ne impact ukuthi ngingatholi diploma yami ukuthi ngingajoin lokho ngijoin lokho. So ayina anything if ever lento ingaka affect ngokuthi if ungayinto yokulimata academically, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Don't you believe with me or would you not attest with me that one of the radio stations here in Bumalanga once made a phone call. I think there was the same issue was discussed. Yeah. And she argued that they believe that there should be program, especially for first years, or an overall program. Like if you go to certain Western schools, universities, there's this counseling program where they offer a program to make people to be aware of the university and the life that is there. You know,
it's there. I'm sorry that I didn't mention it at first. It's there. We call it orientation. They call you to say report on this day for orientation, then you report in this building. Then from there they take you. They show you this is a library, this is what to make you familiar with the university. Then they tell you what the facility is attend so everything. As someone doing you go to the library for this and this and this. Wi-Fi and for you to connect on Wi-Fi, this is what you need to do. Everything is there actually. Just it's my mistake that I didn't mention it at first, but it's there.
I have to hold you, so we just ran out of time. Viewers at home, Brother Goodman just explained what can you do to rectify these pressures that the young people face at university. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of our show. But before we close the show, I would just love Brother Goodman to say his final words, and also that he tells us where they can find it, because he's a young man. I believe he has social media platforms.
Viewers out there, first years from grade 12, I want to tell you, go out there, go to university, apply. Ungayeva abantu bakutshela anything. Ungayenge abantu laba apply university bahlala for 5 years and tikus nayo kunjalo. Akuhluphe varsity but if you want to get 100% you get it. I'm here, I'm a meaning corner la. You can come to me. Some people bayangati. I've been there. The academic record I can show you go see one. So anything is possible, but just apply. Go there and be able to learn new things. Puma ku society lokuyo, puma ku comfort zone. Go out there. There's a lot in South Africa. There's a lot that you don't know. As long as you start things are so you need to go out. And for them, labang thola khona put ngiyatholakala ku Facebook most of the time. Ngiyatholakala ku WhatsApp, but that's private for me. That's private life. Ngiyatholakala ku Instagram. By the name of @PHATHISIZWE Goodman Mamba Instagram, and then Facebook is I am Goodman Mamba 2. Yeah, but don't.
You also forgot to mention that you're a motivational speaker.
I'm a motivational speaker. Okay, yeah. Actually, but
thank you very much, my brother, for honoring us for this show. Ladies and gentlemen, from me, Lwazi Dlamini, Trending Gospel. Don't forget to engage with us also on this topic on all our social media platforms. From me and the rest of the Trending Gospel team, we like to say shalom.